Hello everyone, and welcome along to this update on a previous video I did on the Cornhall Cinema in Halesworth, Suffolk. Now, in the town of Halesworth, few people even knew that the Cornhall Cinema had ever existed until I did the video detailing its full history and eventual demolition due to the balcony becoming unsafe. That video is on this channel. Go check it out. Probably a good idea to do that before you watch this one any further. Alison at the Halesworth Museum contacted me to tell me she had found proof of an earlier incarnation of cinema in Halesworth. This previously unknown and unrecorded cinema existed somewhere in Halesworth Marketplace, but sadly no records so far detail its actual location, and we cannot find any old images. So now let's see how the cinema fits into the Halesworth story, filling in some details about the Cornhall Cinema at the same time. In 1841, the Corn Exchange Assembly Room was erected behind the Angel Inn. It was described in the local press as a handsome public room, 80 foot long, 34 foot wide and 22 foot high. And that's the one I featured in the previous video. Now, according to Kelly's directory, the history goes as follows. In 1883, the Corn Hall, situated in the Angel Yard, had Mr. George Newman as the proprietor. In 1892, he was still the proprietor. In 1896, Mr. A. J. Gale was the proprietor. And in 1900, William Worcester was the proprietor. Now, on the 3rd of December 1912, the Picture Palace Cinema in the Marketplace was advertised in the Halesworth Times, and again in the Halesworth Times the following week, the 10th of December 1912. The exact location of the cinema is not known, we can only speculate. But here is a picture or two of Halesworth Marketplace in recent times. If I had to guess, I would say that this building probably fits the bill, although I don't know for sure. In 1916, the Corn Hall was managed by William J. Lee. But in 1918, an advertisement in the Halesworth Times dated the 5th of February 1918 says, Picture Palace Halesworth, proprietor Herbert S. Baker. Now, it advertises 4 films and prices. Doors open at 7 p.m, commence at 7:30. Matinee on Saturdays at 3 o'clock. The more developed programme suggests the Picture Palace has now moved to the Corn Hall, but we can't be sure. In 1922, the Corn Hall was then known as the Picture Palace, with Mr. Cyril Punchard proprietor. In 1937, it was just known as the Cinema, with H.E. Hipperson proprietor. It's worthy to note here that Hippersons also owned the cinema in Beccles at that time, just a few miles from Halesworth. Well, that's all the new information. Make of that what you will, but it's worth mentioning it. Primarily that a cinema called the Picture Palace was located somewhere in the town's marketplace as early as at least 1912, and that by 1922 the Corn Hall now took the name the Picture Palace, perhaps meaning that the Marketplace Cinema was closed. What do you know? Do you have any history on that cinema? Do let us know in the comments below. Now, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that helps a lot. Until next time, be good to each other, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da!